We have Larry Fink in BlackRock telling us exactly what is coming, and I don't think people realize that. In less than 2 weeks, we are going to have one of the biggest events in crypto, and I think that is going to have a massive impact on the tokenization industry. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button, and hopefully by the end of this video you become a subscriber. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Let's take a look at Ondo, which is going to be focusing on tokenization of assets. Currently trading around $1.30, and so we had a lot of fear around Ondo a couple of weeks ago with the upcoming token unlock. Now that has passed, and we did not see a big drop. Right, there was a ton of tokens that were released. However, we did not see a lot of sell pressure. And so that was a great buying opportunity when we got close to $1. In previous videos I mentioned if this did drop into this zone here, that was a great buying opportunity. And so we did just see that drop under $1.10. Good buying opportunity there. And since then we have bounced a little bit. However, I think there's a lot more upside potential coming in the next couple of weeks. And so if you are interested in buying Ondo, there's a link underneath the video to Weex exchange. You can spot and leverage trade on this platform, and there is no KYC required. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this video clip here from Larry Fink.
But crypto is going to play a big role. Digitization of currency, digitization of everything we're doing. I'm a big believer in this. Is one thing that will change Bloomberg even. I believe we're going to be in the cutting edge of tokenizing bonds and stocks. And we have the technology now. The fact that we are now moving forward in tokenization, every bond and stock, is crazy. We should be moving towards that frontier. Obviously, there's winners and losers and all that, but we need to be prepared for the tokenization. And it would democratize more finance if we tokenized bonds and stock.
And so during this event here, Larry Fink also mentioned that Bitcoin could be going to $500,000 to $700,000. However, he is again talking about tokenization of assets. He mentioned this when the ETF launched last year in January, about a year ago. He mentioned that tokenization is going to be the next step. Now we're getting very close to that here. And so before we talk about the close ties between BlackRock and Ondo Finance, I'd like to take a look at this here. We are on the federalreserve.gov website, focusing on Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System and tokenization. This is from September of 2023. And so, this is crazy right here. If we take a look at the full paper, if I go ahead and take a look at this here, this is part of the full paper here. We can take a look at the tokenization examples with blockchain characteristics. Look who is listed here. We have Ondo Finance with the OUSG token. And so that's crazy, right? I mean, we're seeing this on the federalreserve.gov website, and they've been talking about this since September of 2023. If we take a look at the event that is coming up here, it is the Ondo Summit coming up on February 6th here. We're 2 weeks out, and this is going to be one of the biggest events in crypto. It's where Wall Street 2.0 is coming. And so this is where we're going to start seeing the integration with the traditional markets. The Ondo is bringing institutional grade finance on-chain. The first ever Ondo Summit will bring together the biggest names in traditional finance and blockchain. And so we have institutions coming here. We have BlackRock, we have Goldman Sachs, we have DTCC that processes quadrillions every single year. And so if we go ahead and take a look at the speaker list here, we have BNY, we have Fidelity Investments, we have BlackRock, the Chief Investment Officer of ETF and Index Investments. Now, we just had Larry Fink mention tokenization again and where we are heading. He mentioned that we are getting very close and making progress towards that. And so we have BlackRock speaking at this event. We have Nadine Shakar, which I mentioned, DTCC, processes quadrillions of transactions every single year. We have Franklin Templeton, we have MasterCard, we have Wisdom Tree, Wellington Management, we have David Schwartz from Ripple, we have the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC. We have 2 people speaking from there as well. So pay attention to the speakers that are going to be at this event. This is massive. We have Pantera Capital. And so these are all massive corporations or investment firms that are going to be speaking at the Ondo Summit. And so I think this is going to be a massive event. I definitely think this is going to affect the price of Ondo. And we don't even know what news is going to be released yet. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this here. We also have BlackRock's BUIDL fund. And the Ondo has been working very closely with BlackRock. They've been utilizing their fund for treasuries. And we can see that here. We can see all of these different transactions 2 months ago. We can see they're worth $1 million, $2 million, $250,000, and they have been using Ondo Finance's OUSG token for treasuries through the BUIDL fund. And so BlackRock is definitely aware of Ondo Finance. Now, if we take a look at this here, we can see the token landscape. And so we have the Coinbase 50 index, we have Grayscale Trust, we have World Liberty Financial, and then we have tokens that are made in the USA. And so we can see the one that meets all of these categories here is Chainlink, which could also be tokenizing assets as well. And then we have Ondo Finance here. So Ondo is made in the USA, and then World Liberty Financial also owns the token. If we go ahead and take a look at their wallet here, we can see that they hold Chainlink, $6.55 million worth, and they also hold Ondo Finance here, roughly $175,000. And so, Donald Trump's crypto company, World Liberty Financial, is aware of Ondo as well. And so, based on what Larry Fink is saying about tokenization of assets, he mentioned this a year ago, that tokenization is going to be the next step. Now, he just mentioned today, at one of the events, that tokenization is the future, and that they are making steps towards that. And we can see that with their BUIDL fund that is interacting with Ondo Finance for tokenization of treasuries. They are making steps in progress towards tokenization. And so, I think it's worth paying attention to what Larry Fink is saying. Larry Fink was one of the first adopters to understand Bitcoin and be very bullish about it. He was talking about it before the ETF was officially approved, and now he's been talking about tokenization. I think this is a category that's going to explode in the cryptocurrency space. Right? We just talked about how Larry Fink's talking about tokenization. The Fed has been talking about tokenization since 2023. They have it listed right here as Ondo Finance, including Onyx by JP Morgan and some other tokens as well. We have the Chief Investment Officer of ETF and Index Investments speaking at the Ondo Summit event in just 2 weeks. And so this is very bullish moving forward. There's a lot of news and bullish catalyst for Ondo. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. There's also a link underneath the video to Weex exchange if you're interested in trading Ondo Finance. There is spot and futures trading, and there is no KYC required. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.